if we could address the vent cleaning, is this a good time to do the vent cleaning, and how long does the vent cleaning take?
So anytime's a good time to do vent cleaning. Anytime, winter, summer, fall, whenever you want to do it, we can do it. So vent cleaning takes about 4 to 6 hours, depending on the size of the home, the size of the system. We don't just come in with a vacuum and just vacuum out each vent. We actually have a high-pressure vacuum that pulls from the downstairs, and we actually go in each run and clean each run out. So that's why it takes a long time. So those ones that are like $5 per run, they're going to come in there. They're going to be in and out in an hour, hour and a half, and they're probably not going to do a whole lot for you.
For listeners that have done remodeling, right,
yes.
Renovations, good time after the remodeling and renovations done to clean the ducts?
The best time to do it. You want to clean your ducts and make sure your filter. When you're doing anytime you're doing a renovation, change your filter 3 times more often than you normally would. Just to make sure you keep your system clean. But yeah, you want to get the duct system cleaned after a renovation for sure. Yeah.
Families with pets like cats that shed and dogs that shed. How often would you recommend the ducts to be cleaned for a family that has pets that shed?
Probably every 2 to 5 years, depending on how much they shed. But if you got 15 dogs, you probably do a little bit more often. But if you got 1 or 2, you're probably 5 years, you're probably going to be fine. So just make sure you have a decent filter and you change it more often.
We're probably 90 days away from getting kicked in the teeth, 120 days away. You don't want to think about it, but
yeah, you don't want to, but everybody's going back to school. Kids are back in school. It's going to start turning soon. You go to the stores, pumpkins are in this for sale at the different stores. All the Halloween decorations are out, so it's time to think about fall safety of your furnace. Always, like I always talk about, change your filter on a regular basis. Get us out there to get your maintenance on your furnace. Make sure you have a good CO detector. We talked about this last time I was here. I think you need to get a low number pickup, the one that picks up the lowest numbers possible. That'll alert you at 25 parts per million. So after 25 parts per million, a couple hours, you're going to start feeling it really bad. So you
on the carbon monoxide
detector, yeah, you want to have something that's going to be that picks up a low number and alerts you sooner than later. So
can you get that at a big box store, an Ace, or somewhere locally?
You can, but just make sure you read the boxes. We do carry them at our office too. Just make sure you read the information. It's a what do they call it again? It's a low level detector. That's right. So you want to pick up the lowest level before it gets dangerous.
Can you hardwire that into a house?
You can. Yep. They make low level hardwire ones. They make battery operated ones. They make plug-in ones. They make everything. All of those. But the low level is the most important part, though. So you want to have them 15 feet from the furnace and outside of each living space of like bedrooms.